The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Norris, Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Prost, Esteban Ocon and Giotto, Stroll, Russell, Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher, Iceman, Daruvala, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Aim for another top 10 finish. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
They've done it then. A spectacular victory here in Spain and a massive confidence boost going into the next race. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Valtteri Bottas takes the top spot. He's our new Drivers' Championship leader after today's result. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz would be my first choice for this race. He had excellent race stamina, giving him the opportunity to charge through the ranks.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Here we are in the HQ of our newest Formula One team. We've got an awful lot to talk about, so let's jump straight in. A recent survey found that your staff have the highest employee satisfaction of all the F1 teams. That's quite the accolade. In your opinion, what makes you the best team to work for in Formula One? Sources inside your team have described the environment as a pressure cooker, with growing concerns about how much pressure your staff are under to hit deadlines. Care to comment? Just picked up the latest issue of MXF magazine, and look who's on the cover. What was it like for your teammate working with those folks? It was great to see your teammate at the recent charity event, but with more races on the horizon, are you not concerned that these kind of distractions could hinder their performance? You haven't invested as much as you could in facilities or drivers. Are you waiting to make a larger investment in them? Well, thanks so much as ever for your time. It's hugely
Bonjour! It's time once again to go racing here in Montreal, the second largest French-speaking city in the world, and home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average lap speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Iceman lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Perez, Bottas, Ricciardo, Norris and Esteban Ocon, Gasly, Giovinazzi, Yuki Tsunoda and Russell, Prost, Giotto, Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel, Latifi, Daruvala, Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay, somebody want to tell me how to stop this thing?
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Well, that might not have been the finest race in history, but there's no question it was a critical win. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Iceman takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Yuki Tsunoda gets my vote today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.